This mountain bike trail was absolutely ruined, but after hours upon hours of hard work, I made it better than ever. You see, after a very harsh winter, way too much rain, and a neglectful trail maintenance team, I was injured, okay? All of my mountain bike trails have been left unrideable. So I'm gonna go through every one of my trails, not only to fix them up, but to make them better than ever, in a little series I plan to call Trail Retakes. Starting with the very first trail I ever built, TNT. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna start off by getting this old start looking spick and span. And since I know this trail has a lot of smaller, slightly less interesting features, I'm gonna breeze through all those so we can get to the bigger stuff and the more fun stuff, and of course, the riding. And on to the next roll. Unfortunately, I'm gonna need a little extra dirt for this one, so to the old dirt pit it is. A lot of leaves to clear out, but then we should get some good dirt. This next berm pretty much just needs a quick reshape and then we should be good to move on. I'm loving the way this starting section looks. This part is pretty flat. I want to make these two little drops one drop, and then we're gonna have a shark fin over this other trail. Now I know I didn't build up the berm much, but you come through this section pretty slow, so if you have a problem with it, see a therapist. And this next section got leaf blowed, two berms that didn't need to be there, and possibly the most fun jump on the whole line into an already existing berm that flows too good to be true. So we got that original start looking good, but probably 95% of the time you actually come along here. This is the newer line. You hit a little drop and then you hit this hip, which I want to make definitely bigger, and you kind of roll over the side of the berm. So the first little drop here basically needs no change other than a quick touch up. But the hip after it is definitely going to get some work done to it. Right here I could put a little chipper and land in the berm. Next thing is to fix up this little gap here. And after that, we just got two little berms before the big stuff, baby. Just a little bit further up the trail, this berm needs a ton of work, and this jump needs a ton of work. This used to be like a really fun table, but yeah, I'm gonna put a lot of time into this one because it could end up being pretty sweet. Just like I said, we're on to the big stuff. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that this is the easy trail, but this is definitely gonna take a lot more time than the rest of the trail. The files of me shaping the rest of the lip are no longer with us, but at least I'm loving the way this lip looks. So let's get working on this landing. For the landing, I put two logs where I want the case bed to be, dug out all of the center for dirt, filled it in with logs, covered it back over with dirt, and finally shaped it to get it looking perfect. Hired help. And of course, since I had a friend over to help me build this table, at the end, we gave it a quick little test send. And yeah, that was fun, but I cannot wait to get to ride the whole thing. So it's back to the mines I go. So I'm working on this berm, and my dad just pulled up and offered to weed eat like this entire section for me. So that's super awesome of him. Thanks, Dad, you're the best. Here, instead of having a straight, super boring, flat grass section, I'm gonna dig down and build up. I'm thinking double roller, jump, 2 more rollers, and then we'll have the jump and then the pancake. I put so much time and effort into this section that I literally had to start recording the time lapses faster, to the point where 10 to 15 seconds of footage was like an hour of digging in real life. Get so much dirt from this dig down build up strategy. I'm gonna start taking the extra dirt that I get and I'm gonna bring it over here to where the jump's gonna be. And before anybody asks, I work at a kids camp, and yes, I wear neon colored t-shirts. Remember what I said about therapy? If y'all are enjoying this trail build, drop a like and subscribe to see me rescue my other trails. Always nice to have helpers. Thanks, Hayden and Ryan. And it rained, which was super helpful because everything was super dry, so I went through and packed everything in again. And let's just take a quick second to admire the beauty. That is probably one of the best sections of trail I have ever built. And I guess all that I can do now is finish it off strong with the pancake. Huge thanks to my dad for helping me knock out this last section. And it was super dry, so I promise I'll go back through and pack it in. But for today, I just want to get it ridden. And speaking of my dad helping out, I may or may not have ridden it a little bit with him and my neighbor. So the riding in this video is not technically first impressions, but it is my first real session by myself, so it's pretty much the same thing. So I just gotta rough out the climb trail and then it should be ready to ride. We even got a little local line here, a little secret sniper, should be fun. And finally, after literal months of work, it's done, and it is time for a proper send. I figure we start off with the OG line. It's basically just there for old time's sake, but it's still really fun. A little slower through here because we took that line too. Still runs good though. The old pancake. That last berm is definitely a little dry. It's amazing how much of the difference smoothing out that climb trail, making it shorter, is, and it just takes you right to the top. You barely even notice you climbed. Next step, the one I probably do 95% of the time, I'd call it the main line up here, and it's definitely the most fun. Well, probably the most fun. The last one is also pretty good. It's funny, I call it different lines, but it's really just like different splits at the top. Meow. A lot more speed coming through there. Went a little to the side on that Manny, but kept it clean. Now the last option here at the top is actually that little sniper line, because that lip I built that jumps you into the berm is a little difficult to hit at trail speed the other way. So I built this little sniper line. You just turn right here at the top and drop right in. Meow. Whew. It's so much fun. Can we get it? Nose bump to manual? Yup. That's always such a fun trick. And the Manny on the pancake. That was a good run. Phew. Now don't get me wrong, I love the whole trail, but the most fun part is definitely the new section, so I figure we may as well give it its own little sesh. From trash to treasure, this trail was unrideable and now it runs better than ever. If you guys did enjoy the video, you may want to check out my biggest trail build ever or my first day ripping it on my new bike. Thanks for watching and have an amazing rest of your day.